Let's tap in. It's late, but it's okay though. For those that are up, those are late birds, those that work overnight. Hey man, it's 9 p.m. right now, Pacific Standard Time on this live. If you're watching this on the playback, I appreciate you guys. Sorry we missed you. I don't normally just pop on unannounced, but I had some time here, and hey, well, why not? It's my platform, so that's what I'm gonna use it for. So let's see who's up right now. Let me change this thumbnail real quick because there's some news that's been happening. There has been some news that has been happening. And let's see who's coming in. What's up, Randy Jean? Hey, hey, hey. The females representing. How you doing tonight, sweetheart? Everything good? Let me see here. So we'll do that. Already says live right there on the corner, so I don't know why I need to add. I can't even talk right now, man. I shouldn't even be on. We chilling, man. We are chilling. What's up, big homie? Exclusive shot that? How's the production going? I heard you had a dope ass shout outs to Exclusive shot that, man. He's out here in the IE, I think Paris, right? And he's shooting videos, man. Been shooting videos, putting it on. I heard you guys had a studio session with Money Moons, man. Talk about it real quick. Let us know what's up. What's up, Nate Love? Good evening with you. All right, there's some people up right now. Andres Ramos. What's going on? Here, let me just turn this thing on real quick. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And we are good to go. Everybody hear me okay? Everything good? Man, thank you, Kathy. Hey, Kathy, I'm doing blessed. We just put the kids to bed. That's another reason why I'm coming on at 9 o'clock. I'd like to come on at 6:30, but to be honest with you, when I come on like this and it's just me and you see like random virtual backgrounds like this, it's usually because I'm at home. And, I'm a father first and husband. So, I got to make sure the kids are asleep. But we chilling, man. I just want to come up here and shoot the shit, just off the mic, so to speak, on the headphones, just to check in with you guys, see what's up with some of the familiar faces on here that I, don't normally get to address when I'm like live on the podcast. As you know, we're live on Mondays, so here now the focus is just you. You know what I mean? You viewers, subscribers, and just shoot the shit, man. I come on here, we do Q&As. You got some questions for me, man? Shoot them. What's up, Big J21? What's going on? Cool. Thanks, Nay Love. Appreciate that. Yeah, shout outs to G Lou, man. The G Lou show, Nay. If you guys don't know, I was on the G Lou show. That's the type it if you can, please, Nay Love. Not making you a moderator, but that's your boy. So I want to definitely give him some love. He has a channel that's been going on forever, and he invited me on his platform on Friday, and it was a dope ass interview, one of the dopest interviews I ever had. So shout outs to the G Lou show. We really got in depth. I think we did like an hour and a half or something like that. But the shit was really dope, man. So follow him. I know on Sundays he does music. He plays old school and oldies and all of that. And one of the big reasons why I wanted to step in and start playing music, but unfortunately it wasn't successful for me. So I had to hop over on Twitch. So yeah, there's where you can find me now on Sunday nights on Twitch. And I'll put the link here in a little bit. Shout outs to Andreas Ramos, raining all day out here, Livingston, California. Where's that at? I don't think I've ever heard of Livingston before. Yeah, it rained here today all day in the morning. Here, in IE, man. And then we got a little bit of sun for a couple of hours. I was able to pick my son up and my daughter from school, and then we just went outside, played a little bit, spent some time, and just hung out. But yeah, there it is right there, man. The G Lou show. Please go subscribe to my boy right there, man. Humble dude, good dude, and very helpful too. And in return, in terms of any questions that I had, he's right there. And shout out to Nate Love too. That's one of his moderators. Kathy Garcia, I've been following you since 99.1. Your baby girl is so cute. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Let me see if I can throw a picture up. She just she man, it's never ending. She's two, about to go on 3 years old, and the little girl is just she's a handful, man. I put the caption here. I'll post it up right here. It says, spending time with my little mama. She keeps going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. Because, when they're at that age. But she is so different, man. She is so different from my son. My son is just, he's a little bit of a firecracker. But her, man, you really just you know, got to keep tabs on her, man. Because, she's unpredictable sometimes. So, yeah, thank you for that. Just chilling. Got to get more and more hype. Going to WrestleMania this weekend. Oh man, Anthony, talk about it. Where's that at? Where you at? Aren't you in Arizona? Let me know what's popping, man. I ain't been to a WrestleMania and shit. I think I went to a WWE event. I took my son when he was like, I think 3 or 2.5 or something like that. I don't think he really, was able to grasp on what the heck was happening. If he really understand it or stood it, but that'd be a perfect time to do that. Oh, she looks like my mom, Kathy. Yeah, she does. She got all our legs too. She's skinny little legs. My side for sure. She got me in her mama's forehead. But yeah, as you tell by the caption, man, just getting into this. I don't know if you guys care or not, and we don't have to stay too much long on it, just because I don't want to get in YouTube jail or for trouble for any reason. But Adam 22, I don't know if you guys follow the No Jumper podcast network, have you? Which I look at it as a network. It's a lot of other titles that go with it. But I mean, obviously, in the last week and a half, couple weeks, few weeks, I mean, since it started, I mean, he's had a lot of his guests leave the show. Either they left voluntarily or they were kind of just like pushed out the door. And definitely he's making some changes over there now. Recently, he's been exposed. There was a guest that had went on with Flacco, one of the hosts there, and I think they're called the Perv Busters or something like that. And the dude just kind of had his live on Instagram. I don't know if you saw the video. I would play it, but again, I don't want you to come back and just flag me for any reason using other people's content. But in a nutshell, just had a conversation with Adam while his phone was on, and he asked him about this 16-year-old girl that he allegedly was with. And Adam was just kind of like, basically he admitted to talking to her when she was 16. So, so that whole thing went down. So that's what's been going around right now. Today, recently, Adam, and again, I don't want to harp too much on his channel, but there's a reason why I'm getting to this, and I chose to specifically talk about it. Adam 22 and the whole No Jumper crew is, I guess now he's talking about cleaning up, if you will, his podcast, in terms of just not so, drama, with the salacious titles and just, what I mean, just really clean it up. But I don't know if that's on account of because of, what has happened, with a lot of his people's, like his whole staff literally just bounced, you know what I'm saying? And he had a lot of, he had about 5 or 6 people, man, just under him that were just normal, like, like routine, as they would say, on payroll, for the last few years. But yeah, he talked about, just cleaning it up. And, I'm okay with that. If a company wants to go a different direction, I mean, I've been part of a company that has done that dozens of times, and they're radio for 23 years. So I get that, but, the timing to do that though, right now, I don't know. It just kind of seems sketch, because of everything that's gone down. It's like now he wants to go clean because all the dirt has come out, if that makes sense. Uh, and granted, I mean, let's face it. Let's not forget what's got him there. It was the drama. It was the fighting I mean, how many fights have been on this was like the Bad Girls Club of podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Like, Adam is just, and he knew what he was doing, man. Come on. So anyway, I'm gonna stop right there, and I basically I want you guys to call it out for those that watch it. Again, I won't stay too long on it. If a lot of you guys um, don't pay attention, but I mean, it's all over. If you watch podcasts like this one, I mean, there's this is like the top of the food chain when it comes to hip hop podcasts, like that. So let's get your info. Let's see here. Jay the Beast Valenzuela. Yeah, I've seen the whole thing crumble. That's true. That's true. It's starting to really, you know, it's taking a back seat, so to speak. Let's see here. He had such a strong platform. Yeah, he did, man. He really did. Look how he tried to smut Raza up with American Cholo. I'm glad you brought that up. That was a big situation. So, with the whole Tiger situation, and this really had nothing to do with Tiger, but it stemmed with the Tiger Ay Caramba video, right? That Tiger had, and the Raza just, I'm not gonna say all the Raza went into a frenzy about it, but American Cholo kind of spoke up and said, he was one of the leaders. Forefront Gil was like, "Yo, this, why are you clowning? This is a slap in our faces, as a culture, and he took a stance for it, and he even went to the distances, going to Power 106 in LA and having a conversation with Tyga, and basically just asking Tyga to pull it, take the video down, which he did. But then as soon as that happened, all kinds of smut started coming out towards Gail, or they tried to dig up stuff, because people always try to expose somebody. If you expose somebody out there, expect, if you have a name, somebody's definitely going to try to come after you. And that's what they try to do to my man Gil, when he was in a conversation on one of his lives videos way back in the day, where he was talking about a homie, coming out of the Pinta or whatever. And don't quote me if this is how the story went, but from what I remember, I think I watched the video once or twice, but they took a little small clip of Gil basically saying the N-word, right? And that's what they try to get him for. Well, in reality, he was telling a story about what his homie was saying as he came out, and then Gil was just explaining his words, but it was like, nah, homie, like, it doesn't have to be like that, or doesn't, it doesn't have to go down like that, or whatever. Just kind of just, deterring and making the situation a better one than what it is, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you guys know the story better. But anyways, No Jumper posted a video because it was going out there. And as Jay the Beast right here saying that Adam wouldn't take that video down. You know what I'm saying? So that's when that whole thing where Gil and shout outs to Bozo. Bozo went up there with like 20 heads, and Adam was nowhere to be found. He ended up in Vegas gambling or something like that. He just so happened to have a gambling event. But yeah, man, they went in their business, and they were just like, hey, we'd like for you to, if you can, take that down, man. The video of Gil, because they put him out there and made him look bad. And then Adam's response was just like, well, it's media. It's out there already. That's what's going around, and we're media. That's what we report. True to a point, but you as a person that are getting smutted on, and if it's especially because it's not true, and you don't take bullshit, you don't take no bullshit. I think they did the right thing by going. Especially you're talking up against another dude with a platform such as American Cholo. Like, you don't do that, man. Like, dude's got a whole squad behind him, and as a result, you saw what happened. So that is right there. Yeah, you're right, man. Adam only called in on the situation. So anyway, going back to No Jumper, here's why I say this, and I bring this up. It's because I've created this, podcast, this platform called I'll call it the No Jump, called the Blackout Podcast. Man, we started this last summer, right? I had the idea of, once I got out of radio, I said, you know what? I'm going to move forward and take the knowledge that I've got from radio, 23 years, and of course, being an artist, 30 years. And I wanted to use my platform, you know what I'm saying, to kind of do something similar, what I couldn't really do, but have the liberty to do on radio. Well, I have the liberty now, but I didn't on radio. So now it's just a conversation. Now I get to invite all my friends to the party that I couldn't before. You know what I'm saying? Now it's kind of like, shit, man. It's yeah. Granted, I'm wearing more hats now. You know what I mean? As I said in previous podcasts, but it's all worth it. So we started this out, and I've been following No Jumper since back then, even before. I scope things out, and No Jumper's been on top of the food chain, as I mentioned, forever and a day, right? So I'm like, of course you're gonna go across the street, and see what's popping at the burger joint. Like, hey, you're opening up your own burger joint. You want to see what's happening at this? All right, they selling this, they selling that. All right, this is how they run their drive-throughs. This is how they, you just kind of, because let's face it, I was new to this whole podcast game. But I mean, I had somewhat experience just being with a radio, and so I thought it was dope, man. I followed Adam 22. He started out as a BMX, blogger, if you will. Had nothing to do with hip hop, and he was basically a blogger. You know what I mean? He used to write for BMX magazine. He had a store in LA. You know what I'm saying? That's where he first started the No Jumper podcast. And right in the back of his store, in the front, he was selling BMX bikes and skateboards or whatever. I never been there, but I only saw you know, just product on the walls from his older videos. If you go back into his old videos, you'll see, man, that's all that it was. It was just strictly bikes and dudes who rode bikes, the BMX bikes. So anyway, then he finally gets a crack at a local artist. I think it was a local rap artist. I don't remember the name. Maybe you guys do, but he had them on. And at the time, he kind of like reached his niche, like his limit as far as the BMX. I guess you can only go so far, in his words, on a certain niche. Just like if somebody were to do something in skateboarding, like skateboarding is so big, but their own community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think out of any of those outweigh hip hop. You get what I'm saying? Hip hop is up here. They all fuck with hip hop. Skateboarders, bikers, BMXs, whatever you want to call it, man. So once he interviewed that artist and blew the fuck up, the next thing you know, I heard Little Yachty started coming, all these other younger rappers. And I think XXX Tentacion was one of his biggest guests, and then he found a new niche, a new lane with hip hop. So there's where No Jumper really, really started catapulting. And the numbers don't lie. You can go back and look at No Jumper's page. But my point is, well, let me stop right there. And I'm looking at the comments right now. Jay the Beast said it just like this. And that was my question. Is he a culture vulture? All right. It's a white dude from New Hampshire. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, BMX rider. Oh, rapper and record executive, as it says right here. So basically went to New Hampshire, moved to the West Coast, and then just started his No Jumper podcast. Well, I don't know. I'm going to stop right there. And then he goes on to the culture vulture. Now, culture meaning hip hop culture. I assume that's what you're talking about, right? What? Explain this. I don't know if this is true. I'm just reading the comments. JR, he tried to get Slim 400 killed at one time. Did he? So you're saying that Adam 22 put a hit on Slim 400. I think that's what I'm reading. That's crazy. If that's what that is. Jose, you're wrong for this one. Listen, man, I'm not that violent dude. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go. First of all, that man's. I got my own business to run. Empire, soon to be empire to run. But my point is I'm taking notes, And just to see somebody just fall or start to fall just like that. I mean, it's like, wow. Like, I mean, call him a culture vulture, call him what you want, but he did provide a platform for, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate, okay? He did provide a platform for a lot of these cats. You know what I'm saying? He put money in these dudes' pockets first and foremost. Now I know what you're thinking. Yeah, but those dudes brought him numbers. As AD said, one of his main hosts, his right hand man, quoted on his channel, he said, I was basically his ear to the street. Okay. Well, on a corporate level, that's what corporate people do. Men behind their desk that aren't in the streets. Record labels will do the same thing. That's why we would always clown on record labels, because they act like they would know the streets when we're the ones who came from there and we're rapping them. And you're trying to tell me how I live and what goes on in my community. No. So AD was basically his, and then he brought on Duno, and then he brought on Lush, and then all these other cats. You know what I'm saying? And they had a great run. And the female, I couldn't remember her name. And then they brought on Sharp Tank, and you know, things just escalated without getting into more details as to what happened, why they left. You guys can look that up for yourself. But just for me to see that empire just, wow, it's just like deteriorating right now. Or who knows? Maybe, you know, this new change he talks about can turn a different leaf and times go by. I mean, shit, dude, look at how many of your favorite other celebrities that used to be favorite, maybe they did some, you know, foul shit, have like done shit in the past and really got ridiculed for it, and then all of a sudden, fucking they low key go away for a couple of few years, you know, and then drop an album, and then all of a sudden everybody just forgets, you know, or not forgets, but but their music though, is that different? I don't know. Let me know if it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly, for an example. You know, that fool obviously. Oh shit! What's up? My bad, dog. American Soul. I wasn't even looking at it. What's up, Gil? Hey, my guy right here. Love the drama until he became the drama. That's right, my G. That's right. Shout outs to Gil, man. I was just talking about you, my G. How? Well, obviously you heard it because I'm rolling too slow on the comments here, but yeah, you would know firsthand, my man, and shit, dude. Would love for you to come speak on it, my bro. I'll drop you the link right here if you want, Gil. Come on the restream, my homie. Speak your piece. I'm just like Gil. You know, I look at like I was saying at these guys as empires. I'm going, wow, like you have your own. You know what I mean? But everybody, as you know, the mic is powerful in terms of what we say and whatnot. And shit can come bite you in the ass. But I also know there's a lot of haters, or there's a lot of people that are just waiting to sit back and wait for you just to hit that platform, just like bam. All right, let me hit this fool up. You know, let me expose this fool. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, bro. Tap in if you want. If not, man, salute to you, Gil. You guys follow American Cholo if you haven't already. I know we share a lot of the same listeners. Shout outs to, let's see here, Riverside Sunshine. Maybe it was all built on sand. Time will tell. Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, time does, shit will come up. Let's see here. Frankie J, we forgot about him. He was no drama, but he disappeared. Is that a diss to Frankie J? He was no drama, but nah, Frankie doing his thing, man. You know, he's still representing for, you know, Raza. Still to this day, one of the dopest Latino R&B artists, man. Remember, like Bad said it before Bruno Mars, it was Frankie J. Let's see here. Why did Atlantic Records drop Adam 22? I don't know, man. I didn't even know that cat was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Now you got me wanting to look up his. his music, man. I don't know. Did he go by Adam 22? Let's see here. Grew up as a brother sister. Call no jumpers. Well, again. Yeah, I don't know, man. You got me on that one though. Let's see here. But anyway, man, I'm just my point is, it's sad. It's really sad to see what's happening, what's going on right there. It's unfortunate, if anything, and he's gonna have to deal with that, man. That comes with the territory, man. When you're running a show like that, and you put yourself on camera too, as well, and people just, you know, there's it's inevitable. People are just gonna see you, and hear what you say and fall off every word. And then there's other people that are gonna talk about you, especially when they leave. That's when you really get exposed, And I've seen it happen to a lot of people, man. A lot of empires have fallen, But I mean, I think the Blockout podcast, man, turning over to us, I think that we're on a good path right now. I love the team that we have. Um, I'm just trying to put on for others, and I'm realizing who's helping me. And that was another thing I was saying about Adam, how he put all them people on. Yeah, I mean, the dude started with himself, and of course, to be a business, to grow, you need people under you to help you grow, who believe in the same dream, who not only that, eventually want to do their own thing. It's just as Sharp Tank is doing. Sharp stayed, Flacco stayed, and they were trying to over on the other guys' platform, because they all got their platforms now, and that's a good thing. And we all knew they would. I mean, shit, that's what you do. You go on somebody's platform, it blows up, and then eventually you have your own. That's just the way the ball rolls. But Sharp Tank stood there. He stayed. He's getting a fat ass check, probably one of the highest paid on that. I mean, platform. But like as he said on the live recently, he says, "Man, my job's not done." And then AD asked him on video, "Sharp, yo, what do you think?" He says, "How come you didn't leave?" Straight up, "How come you didn't leave when I left?" AD asked Sharp that, and he said, "I'm gonna be straight up with you." Sharp told him, "Because I didn't come in with you, my G." You know what I mean? Like, I came after the fact. It's not like we were homies going in, is what he was saying. And that just goes to show you, man, some people at the end of the day, that's going on, man. Like, I got to worry about my bag. At the end of the day, it's about my family. I got to feed my family. You know what I mean? Um, and But others just may just get up and bounce. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I would have done. It would have been really, really hard. And I think no one knows unless they're in that situation and who you're really close to. You know what I'm saying? Um, Here's a good question. Would Abduno bounced if he didn't have other shit going on? Would AD bounce knowing that he wasn't a rapper or he had nothing going on? What if these cats were just off the street and then just Adam brought them in just for personality's sake? You know what I mean? And I'm just throwing this out there. I'm just playing devil's advocate. You know what I mean? We don't know the scenario. We don't know. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Sharp is supposedly he's a pimp. I don't know the dude from Adam. You know what I'm saying? But who knows, man, when they're in that situation. Let's see here. Yeah, he did make his bed, man. Oh shit, this guy right here, Tackleberry Hightower, Mahoney, one of my favorite police academies, man. I grew up, man. Shout out to everybody from the '80s, man. Those are the great movies right there. Hold on, this is hilarious, but this is so true, man. Money makes you dance. I've never heard that phrase, but I know exactly what it means. Money will make you dance. Some people do it for the bag. Some people do it for the check. That's true, man. Everything goes out the window. Um, it's tough. Like I said, if these guys were homies, what's up, Pasadena, Luis? I see you. If these guys were homies, which I don't know their relationships, honestly, what it looks like, it was a bunch of cats that were just put together. Now, I know what that's like. Me and DWTX, a lot of you guys don't know, Lighter Shade of Brown, we were put together. I didn't grow up with him. You know what I'm saying? I, you know, same vice versa. You know what I mean? He grew up with Fabian, our DJ at the time. So I know what it's like but but then I've seen homies too just go at it. Brothers, let me tell you something. When money gets involved, like you said, man, right there, people do this. They say, man, money's the root of all evil. They say the love of money is the root of all evil, right? Shout out to the brown wave coming, the brown sound. That's right, homie. That's right. He said, Órale, la onda don't shine shoes, homie. Yeah, Raymond, you're probably right, man. Let's see here. I'm not too familiar with no jumper, but if I was not comfortable, I would leave. If I was cool, I would not care what people would stay for the money. Exactly. And AD's response was that way. When Sharp told him that, he was like, that's respectable. You know, you came in after me. At the end of the day, it reminds me of that scene. What that movie was it homeboy homeboy quit, and it was that famous line, and he goes, "Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me?" And I think only one person went. The whole company just stayed. Somebody in here knows what movie that was. Blackout podcast where fools don't walk out with the IE legend. ODM, you're gonna rock out with things to talk about haters. Will socked out and knocked out. Rasa make felt, no doubt. That's right, man. We gonna do it, man. I got too many years in this game to not care about the situation at hand right now. If I was younger, my 20s or even my early 30s, I think everything happens for a reason. I wouldn't be so seasoned, for starters, but also to know what it is to be on this side, to be a boss, but yet also be bossed, if that makes sense. And when I left radio, I said, you know what? Nah, man, I'm tired of like working for somebody else. It takes me back to like '99. Up until '99, that's when Lighter Shade of Brown, man, I was touring. That's all I knew. 16, producing, rapping, and that was it. I could have kept it going, but I just felt like I wanted to do other things. I had a calling to do other things, so I took that initiative. I took that opportunity in 2000 and went on radio, man. But since then, it was just, I loved it. Shit, first fucking Mexican, well, one of the first to be on Kiss FM in LA, a pop station. I mean, that says a lot, man. And I thank all the listeners who stuck with me since then. And here goes a radio host right here. No, that's a different radio host. We're going to be on the cruise for 2024 with the two main groups. Yeah. There you go, man. Let's talk about that. Anyway, guys, I don't want to keep going on about no jumper. How long we been on here? 30 minutes. All right, we'll go for another 30, man. That's what's up. But yeah, let's talk about this cruise, man. We just posted. So Lighter Shade of Brown, we're gonna be on this old school cruise. You probably can't hear that. Here, let me just bring this up for you guys. Right here. This is the cruise. This is what's happening right here. So we're already part of a cruise that's happening on the 20 on Cinco de Mayo. It's Morris Day, Cameo, Zap, Confunction, Climax, Evelyn Champagne King, Trenier, Johnny O, and your homies. Blackout Boy is going to be on that cruise right there. This is for next year. Now, this year is already sold out because cruises they like to sell the tickets a year in advance. I don't know if you've ever been on a cruise. This will be my first time, but that's what I've learned. So this is going to be a dope ass show. So if you guys didn't get your tickets for the Cinco de Mayo show for this year, I would grab them right now, man. So theoldschoolcruise.com. That's going to be dope. Let's see what else we got. Appreciate you, my boy. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Let's see here. Have you heard of Big Tone out of Antioch 925? So, what you think of his music? Honestly, I heard one song. Yes, I have heard of Big Tone. I heard about him maybe last year. And to be honest with you, from a hip hop head to a hip hop head, I reached out to him, man. I commented on one of his posts or videos or something like that. I thought the shit was dope. It was an oldie that he sampled or a funk track. And I thought it was just a banger, man. Look, man, I don't fall into the politics. I never have. And I realize that, yeah, you do got to be careful when you have platforms like this. You got to learn, like, even though you're not involved in it, but just you got to be aware. It's like knowing what street you're going down in certain cities. Like, you're not going down there as a gangbanger, but just know there's gangbangers that may live there. You get what I'm saying? So just kind of, you know, keep your distance, so to speak. But I mean, when it comes to music, though, if that's the topic and that's what we're talking about, not all day. But yeah, man. I mean, I liked one of his shit. I liked one of his songs, man. So yeah, shout outs to Big Tone, man. All good. He said Mexicans on a cruise. What a little, yes, sir. First time, homie. She's gonna be lit, dog. Here we go. Raymond Granados. We as black and brown people have come a long way from race riots of Fontana, high in the 90s to Brown Bag giving nothing but love to our black brothers. This is who we are. Are you talking about Brown Bag as the podcast radio show, or what's Brown Bag are we talking about? But no, I agree with you, man. I mean, come on. 90s was the most active. We all know that. If you lived in the 90s, you know. The black on brown crime and vice versa, the riots, they happened at my school. Both schools, both counties when I live in Orange County. Actually, no, more so Inland Empire, i.e. I don't even remember too many riots. I think blacks and Mexicans more so got along in Orange County when I was growing up there. The more so out here. That's when I started experiencing it. But then again, when I moved out here, it was a sophomore, so I don't know, maybe it was a high school thing. What's up, Mr. Clean? Thanks for tapping in, man. We were just shooting the shit, We was talking about no jumper, and now we're just, floor is yours, man. Just open for any questions. What do you think about Desi Hollow? Dope. I love the sound he's bringing. You know me, man. I'm a funk for now. I got funk and flavors on Twitch. You know what I mean? I just love playing the funk, the OG funk, and the rare funk too. But Desi Hollow brings that, that sound. Shout outs to Oceanside, man. And he's got a formula. Like, he just keeps sticking with that same formula, and it's working for him. So shout outs to him. Have you ever thought about having VMF, Steve Issues, on your podcast? Riverside Sunshine. That's dope, man. You know about VMF. If you know Chicano rap, you know VMF. Yeah, I would love to have VMF. I don't know if he does too many interviews. I think that would be a Mr. Shadow phone call or Mr. Little One, and maybe he can make that connection. But yeah, that would be dope to have him on. I mean, I don't see why not. We had Tony G on. He was a dope ass Chicano producer as well, and then some. But yeah, I would definitely have VMF on. We need the jam with Dominator already. Yeah. That's the lighter shade joint, man. We're working on it. We got about 3 songs right now. So look for that soon. Just got to get them all together. We'll be dropping an EP. We're like halfway there, so it's coming, man. Hopefully the diehards come out and support that, and newbies too. Joshua, are you going to do a full interview with Jimmy Reyes about his career? I don't know, man. Jimmy's up for it. I'm all for it. It's just a matter of getting together again. I think the spot where he had his birthday parties in their house, that shit was a dope spot to kick it at. We got really lit. But I mean, if we can just go on a regular Sunday, I know he's there every Sunday, maybe actually on Monday. because that's when we go live. I'm trying to keep it on Mondays, guys. And with that being said, tomorrow's Thursday. I want to know what you guys think about this. I think I brought it up. I don't know if I wasn't on live, but I want to. This is right here. Tomorrow we're supposed to. We're going to begin a second night live on the Blackout on Thursdays, and this is strictly just the Blackout crew, the Block Talk. You know, myself, Crystal La Blackiana, Money Moons, and Danny Boy, El Tortanator, all in one show. Because I feel like a lot of you guys don't really get to know them. They haven't really had their time to really shine. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll see like, you'll see one day Crystal and Money Moon's gone, or you'll see Money Moon's there and Crystal gone, vice versa. And I know you guys miss her when she's gone. So, and that's amazing, man. That the fact that she's gotten so much love, you know. And just in the little time that she's been there. So Thursdays, we want to build up a second day, and that's what you want to do as a network. You want to slowly, gradually build up your nights. And I'm definitely going to be part of it as well. So it'll be us. And I think that will also be a focus for local artists, because I know that is needed on our channel as well. Don't think that we haven't, thought about bringing them on. It's just, it's where and it's when. Everything's timing, and we're still just trying to figure this out as we go. But right now, we appreciate you supporters, what I'm saying, subscribers that have been here with us since last year. And we want to give you more content. So Thursday, it'll just be shooting the shit, like I said, amongst us only. And you can call in, same shit, and we'll just, discuss certain topics, whatever, man. Music scene, talk about current events, see what's going on in each other's lives, and just shoot the shit. And, we'll just go from there. So let me know what you guys think about that. And, we're going to roll that out again tomorrow, 7 p.m. We'll be live right here on the Blackout channel. All of us will be there as well. 7 p.m. Kathy, I know I just said that. But yeah, 7 p.m. tomorrow. And Mondays and 7s for sure. All No Jumper do is promote drugs and porn stars. Yeah, I think that's why he wants to, flip the script now. That's what he was saying today on his live Adam 22. The video's up there if you guys want to go check that out. It's up to you. But I mean, I think change is good. Like, I don't, the whole pedophile thing. I mean, there's two sides to every story. Bottom line is he got caught on a live, admitting that he was talking to homegirl, and she was 16. I think he was, how old did he say he was? 22, 21 or something like that. And that he basically waited. The word is, I don't want to dig too much into it, but I'm just going by what I'm reading on the podcast or seeing, is that he waited till she was 19 to really, talk to her or whatever. And I rumor is that there was some grooming going on, like basically just working her up into, like, waiting for her to turn 19. I don't know, man. But to be talking to her as she was 16 now. There's laws, guys. There's laws. And that's all I got to say about that. YouTube has no power over the FBI or NSA. Yeah, you're right. Little Pump did expose that, man. He straight up said that he'd been messing with 16. Apparently, she's not the first one. So, I mean, I don't know, dude. The guy's a fucking sick, horny motherfucker, man. Doing porn, whatever. Oh, here we go. It was grooming. He wrote a blog about it. That's where it came back from. Okay, thank you for that, bro. I didn't know about that. See, what about the weirdos that defend SPM because they like his music? I think that's just a question just for I don't know what the word is for that. I don't want to call it a, you know, to each his own type thing. Like you, obviously, you feel some type of way because of the scenario, and it's like, well, some of people are like, "Fuck you" and your music. Some other people kind of feel like, shit, dude. Like I had no word, I had no say. It's not my fellow, but he does do dope ass music. Like I don't know. Same question for R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Would you do you still bump R. Kelly's music? Like, I mean, the dude had hits, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's just how deep you want to take it in the scenario. If it's just straight out, fuck no, you know what I'm saying? Chomo this, chomo that, by all means, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's people out there that are just like, well, fuck, dude, if it ain't a relative of mine, if it ain't a friend of mine, or if it ain't somebody that I know, and if it doesn't affect me, whatever. That's just the world we live in, for some. Check the Reddits. Yeah, there's probably a lot of, who knows, man. What sucks is that food just bought a new facility too last year, man. It was all the way up. Who knows? Who knows this is the end of No Jumper? I do bump R. Kelly, but I admit he's a weirdo. SPM fans claim he's innocent. He's a weirdo. He makes great music. There's people that are emo that end up committing suicide that are great artists. It's like I'm not comparing the two. Well, I kind of am, but what I'm saying is it's like, fuck, dude. Like, why can't I just smoke weed? You know what I mean? Get high and write some bomb ass lyrics. like that's all I want to do. Because I hear people just, man, the weed be letting you know, man. They be writing full ass albums on that shit. Shit, but I don't know, man. ODM, Curious Entertainment, or Funk Freaks? I don't know. Are they two different? Are they two different crews? I don't know. Well, okay, hold on. I'm still learning the crew. I know the Funk Freaks, obviously, man. The dudes that were on my show. Shout out to Debo and all them. You know what I mean? I know they were a crew. Nah, I didn't know Curious Entertainment. I thought Curious Entertainment was promoters. Shout out to George, man. They got us this Friday. By the way, let me bring that up. We're going to be at the OG Mike's. Well, it's called 701 or something like that. But yeah, I didn't know. They got a dude named Omargo or something like DJ Omargo. He spins on 45s. He's really dope. I spoke to him once. I'm going to try to get him on the show. But yeah, this is what this was happening this Friday. So if you're in the OC, man, come on out, represent. Right there. We're doing our thing. I don't know if you guys can hear it because I got my headphones on, but there's music that actually, audio that goes to this. So this is going to be, the OG reunion Fridays. This Friday, 701 nightclub. It's the original OG Mike's from what I understand. Yeah, I heard, man, it was live, OG Mike's. We did another event, Funk Friday or Sundays, or I can't remember, for George Curious Entertainment in Fullerton. But yeah, it's gonna be live, man. So this Friday, come on through. So let's see here. Anything else, man? That's it. Again, check us out tomorrow. We'll be out here live at 7 p.m. The whole crew. And La Blackiana will be here. I'm surprised Kilo G ain't on here. Probably because she ain't. Kilo G. Y'all know Kilo G. I think he got a thing for La Blackiana, man. A couple others too. But it was dope, man. Shout out to CC, the Mamacita, CC Valencia, for this week's podcast on Monday. Shit was fire. We went out to the K-Day studio. That's our recent. And, just kind of change of pace, going from artist to actual radio interviewer. Our on-air personality, community-driven. It was all the way live. Go check that out. And yeah, man, it's just more to come. We got a full calendar coming your guys' way for Mondays, 7 p.m. That is our time. If you haven't subscribed, please do already. Help us out. We're about to hit 9K soon. We just passed 8. We're excited, man. We just want to grow these numbers and keep feeding you guys content. We're excited about what's to come in the future. Again, guys, my goal is to, you know, just build my own compound, man. At least get an office space, like what once, like no jumper has. I mean, nothing too crazy, you know what I mean? Just a little warehouse, with little, 2,000 square footer with like a front lobby, whatever, and we just get it cracking. That way, we do everything there. We do podcasting, boom. We do recording, artists, boom. We do DJing, we do Twitch, we just do everything there, man. I think it's gonna be all the way live. But let's see, one more question. Who's gonna be on the podcast? Gee, I just hope all alive. Yeah, I'll show you. The homegirl. Back-to-back females? What? Let's see here. You guys ever heard of Bella D? She does print. She does modeling. She's got a really cool situation. Let me just bring it so rather than talk about it while I'm talking about it, you guys can look at her page. But yeah, like I said, she's got a really cool story, man, what she's got going on right now. She has this thing called, is it Crooks for Books? Hold up. Books for Crooks. And let me just jump into that right now. And this right here, it's a community. Basically, they were explaining to me what it was. It's a book club. And shout out to the girls that I ran into in San Diego at the Chicano Music Festival as I was leaving. They ran up to me and they showed me these books right here. I guess inmates actually tell their stories in book form, if I'm not mistaken, with illustration. Here's one right here. Here, let me hide this so you can see that, the full thing. Here's a peek at the back cover of our March read, Homeboys in College. So I guess it's just like, all raza based. I don't want to get too, obviously I got to do my research on it. But yeah, there's Bella right there. No, that's not Bella. There's a homegirl reading the book. They have a crew of girls that just, there's Bella right there. Let's start book club. So yeah, she'll be on the show telling all about it, guys. And what she's got going on, whatnot. But I think this is dope, just to bring awareness, promote our Latinas out there who are doing stuff out there, fellas, and the community as well. Sisterhood. Yeah, so this is really cool. But that's who's going to be on Monday. Again, you guys follow her, bbx.951, Bella D. Look at homegirl Daza. She was right with Daza. This was at the Long Beach car show. I missed her. I didn't see her there. You catch her in a few videos. I think she was in Money Moons, my boy. A couple of those videos. She was in that 7-Up commercial. Remember when the homegirls are riding? That's where I remember her from. They're riding at the gas station. They're rolling to a 7-Eleven, and they're drinking on Slurpees or whatever. She's in that commercial. If you scroll back, but look at this, man. This is amazing work right here, though. That's so dope. So yeah, shout outs to Bella D, and we'll be live from Bubba's Tacos back in Ontario. We ain't been at Bubba's in a minute. I know Bubba misses us over there. Bubba, we coming for them keto tacos, homie, and all the above. But other than that, gente, you guys have a good night. Blessed. I'm gonna get off of here, download some music. Probably trying to go on Twitch, man, before Monday, Sunday for sure. I want to start playing more videos, and I got something else popping that I really want to take over on the Twitch that has to do with music videos. So you guys stay tuned for that. I've always wanted to have my own video countdown, but I couldn't do it on YouTube. I don't know how these fools get away with it. I'm telling you. So, anyways, we'll have that on Twitch. That's on the Real ODM channel. So it'll be like you guys go to Twitch and you just type it in. It'll just be like that. Here, maybe I'll put the link. I don't know if you guys are able to click it. And a lot of others are like, what the hell? I can go to Twitch. You don't have to like it. Yeah, meaning you don't have to. I mean, I encourage you to subscribe, to check it out. But I mean, you could just click the link and watch. That's all good. I'm just doing it because I love doing it. You know what I'm saying? I love playing music, man. What the fuck is drop the link real quick. The linky link for you guys. This is for the people in the chat. And if you are watching this on the playback, I'll put this on the description. All right, guys. Good night. Blessings to you and your family. We'll catch you tomorrow right here on the Blockout Podcast. Just the Blockout crew. Block Top, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.